why it's always me and never them. One shot.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Play action now. Prescott on the move to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina. In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And this returnable for Hill. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 23 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Quick slant to Brown. They find some open field here. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams. Fell riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 22 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So the completion was outside of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. First down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Up the middle, here's Elliott. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Hill on the return. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The Eagles hit 6 and 3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6 and 3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Right back to him on 1st down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Hands it off out of the gun.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle, complete. That's Morris. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time, in football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. First throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now. I got you, baby. Let's go now. Let's go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill from 13 yards out. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it is 28-0.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here are the Eagles to take over. Two straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And I think really good defenders can snip out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense. about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers? He read it perfectly. Got in there and made the play.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. From the gun, it's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Prescott to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd down, Elliott. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run it with Elliott, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a player to not want to dig inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there is the right call. I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back. They like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Well, we're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 44, Hurts over the middle to Smith. And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tershawn Wharton in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Draw play, Elliott. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. From the red zone now, Prescott being chased out left. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 2nd down and 7. Prescott yet again. And
pass is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. Third down here. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Milton Williams drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Prescott.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll look to throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott now to have the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. But time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Dances by him. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To the air again, Prescott. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Without much defensive resistance on that drive, and really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play.